It's a Monday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. DA, take it away.
Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga drafted, not out of college, but off the G League's Ignite team for top prospects. They developed, got exposure, and made six figures in the process. Green said it's a new route, and we're already seeing other talents following in their footsteps. Guys?
Good story, DA. Thanks. Some talents for sure in the backcourt tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
Oh, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
And the starting group for the Spurs, the guard pair, Murray and White. Kelvin Johnson is out there with Doug McDermott, and it's Eubanks in at the 5. And for Oklahoma City, Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort are the guards. Then there's Favors, and it's Baisley in at the 4. Now, here's Dort. And the officials will call the elitist right there.
That's something they're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Johnson outside. Back to Murray. On the wing, Johnson. He kicks to White. To the middle. Makes it off the glass.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcomes tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. To the inside. And Dort gets it to go.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. Getting the ball inside.
Eubanks, the pass to McDermott. Pulls up. High post. And that one hits back iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Dort. A 3-ball. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Here's Murray. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Outside, Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Pokusevski. It's Dort on the wing. Shot clock at 5. That shot off, and the Spurs going the other way now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
For 3, Murray, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Working off ball, something Murray continues to develop. That's a nice play.
Back to Dort. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Dort's got 7. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 2, and it's good for 2.
Every time I see Murray, I'm reminded that he has a lot of moves around the cup.
Dort passes to Favors. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Pokusevski. Down low, and Favors kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. Favors can't get it to go. Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Johnson outside. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Pass to Baisley. He lobs it up.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Pass to McDermott. Johnson surveying the floor. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Eubanks. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That's a good read by Murray. Not having to think about it, he just reacts.
And as we've seen at the defensive end, Murray can rack up a lot of steals.
Greg, the reason why we know this: long arms, quick hands, and once he picks it, he's off to the races. A tremendous open court player.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And stolen by Fabio. And it goes out of bounds. That one off George.
San Antonio ball.
San Antonio leading. Johnson right side. And to White. To the paint. Here's Eubanks. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
Passes it to Favors. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now the pass to Baisley. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio leading by 4. Eubanks the pass to Murray. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Dort with the bounce pass. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
On the clock, double team on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, still early, but I'd like to see them crash the offensive line.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first. Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. San Antonio also making a switch. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Eubanks. Count that one for George.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Young. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Thaddeus Young.
Murray's got 5 assists in the game.
Backed by great length, I call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
Now, here's George. 9 points in the game so far. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Off target with his 3. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Johnson. White against Dort. White looking around. Pass to Murray. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. McDermott can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
You can see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander thinking out there in a good way. He really studies every situation.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Murray dishes to Young, and the shot goes in. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
A floater, Murray with the defensive effort.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
That one drops for him.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pelicans checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pelicans passes to Roby. Pass to Pelicans. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Vassell, the pass to Murray. Passes it to Vassell. Back to Murray. And he lays it straight in. And now a 10-point Spurs lead.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now, here is Muscala. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Count that bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Murray. Vassell, the pass to Young. Outside for Murray. The pass to Johnson. And it's Pelicans with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Driving inside. And then Pelicans with the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block,
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
And that one falls for Johnson. And the Spurs making a change here. Walker's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. Thunder trailing by 8. Pass to Roby. Inside. Paladon. No good. Shot missing. Good defensive work there by Young. Pass to Vassell. And Young now, top of the key. This is to Johnson. The kick out to Walker. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Giddey. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Young's shot is good. Young's got 6 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Paladon passes to Roby. On the wing, Williams. And the pass to Roby. 5 on the clock. Lets it go. Giddy, no good. Spurs leading by 10. To the middle. Here's Vassell. Johnson, the pass to Vassell. Outside for Murray. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Melodon. Outside Williams. Pass to Roby. Here's Giddy. Deep. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. So both teams making some changes here.
Into the lineup for the Spurs.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Jones. Going inside. Banked in off the glass.
Trey Jones.
And the Spurs lead by 12.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll take.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back right after this. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
We've got Williams, and it's man in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Giddy. Offensive rebound. Roby. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Also points how just like any others, that's a great play.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Spurs. High post Young. Pass to Vassell. It's tipped. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Mann, rejected by Young, and he's able to get it back. And yes, it's good. San Antonio leading by 10. Here's Walker. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. Second chance effort. Here's Bates Diop. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Favors has checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Thunder.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Mann. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Spurs shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. His first shot coming late. Here's Young, and Young slams it home.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Here's Giddey. After the basket by San Antonio. Poked away. Left side, Jones. Outside, Walker. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Jones with the bounce pass. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Favors against Young and a missed layup.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Mann's got 4 this quarter. Spurs leading by 10. Passes to Vassell. Young trying to break free. And the basket by Vassell.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
There's the pass to Williams. Here's Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And now, the first timeout call here for the Spurs. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Eubanks, he's checked in for Young. And Derek White subbed in for Jones. To the inside.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Favors, and it's sent back by White.
Quick off the floor, White tracks that shot and sends it back airmail.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Thunder trailing by 14. Pass to Dort. Here's Mann. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Gilgeous Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. The Spurs also with the sub. McDermott's checked in. And Walker kicks to White. Down low. Here's Eubanks. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dort passes to Gilgeous Alexander. Back to Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls from the top of the key. That's good on the jump shot.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Pass to Eubanks. They get a hand on it. In the corner, it's McDermott. Buries it from three-point range. McDermott's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It was just fun watching Doug McDermott shoot the basketball. Comfortable to pull up whenever he has room to shoot it.
Here's Baisley, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And White kicks to McDermott. Back to White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Walker. And Walker throws it down hard.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but possible, like you said. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor. Now, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Thunder have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the first one at the line is good. Some changes here for the Spurs. Johnson's checked in for Vassell, and Murray subbed in for Lonnie Walker. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. 17 points was their biggest margin. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. For the finish,
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can be a game changer on the defensive end. Has very good instincts for staying in front of guys.
and he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Dort wide open. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray scanning the floor. Out to White. Pocket 6. Murray the pass to White. It's over Dort. And it's White missing. And they're trailing by 10. Here's Pokusevski. Offline with his three. San Antonio's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trick.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Paladon's checked in for Derek Favors. Young's checked in for the Spurs.
And Lou Dort has made a name for himself on defense. Viewed as a superstar stopper, but he's earned it with his play.
San Antonio leading by 8. Murray with it. 7 points in the game. Here's Johnson. Passes it to McDermott. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Count it.
DeJounte Murray.
9 points for DeJounte Murray.
Assist from
Craig, the way Dort has handled guys like LeBron and Harden, he does as well as anyone when it comes to defending them.
Yeah, I mean, he's small, but really hard to bump off his spot. Quick enough to stay with anyone on their drives and just turn it into a great shutdown defender.
So it's San Antonio now. Followed the score by Oklahoma City. Young up top. Young is double. To the wing right side. McDermott going around him. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. McDermott's got 6.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does great. McDermott dishes to Murray. Murray. Goes up with a strike, and the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's foul number 2 for him.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
I will say I like the aggressiveness, but you hurt your team making poor decisions, and that was one of them.
Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now Murray. After Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Nice shot by McDermott.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Thunder trailing by 11. The pass to Muscala.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Over in the corner, Dort. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Dort's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Young finds Johnson. White with it. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Here's Murray. He takes the 12-footer and hits. And that's 11 points for DeJounte Murray.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Good. That one on target from Alabama.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
On 15 left in the first half of basketball. Murray outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's the floater. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. And now it's only a 5-point Spurs lead.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Murray, the pass to Young. Stolen away. Poke loose. Here's White, and White with the stop.
A threat at the rim, no doubt about it. That's good elevation from Derek White.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they nail it on with the dime.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. A 15-footer, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. White's got 4 points this quarter.
Excellent mechanics on Derek's shot. He looks good, letting it fly at any range.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Into the lineup for the Spurs.
19 seconds left to play here in the half.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Murray, the shot's good. And now a 9-point San Antonio lead.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
Good job trying to get a hand in.
That's his second.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right
Second
now.
team
This
foul.
one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call. Technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
Taking 3 shots.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double-checking and the...
And the Spurs making a change here. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did in fact beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to...
And so it's...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
San Antonio came out looking very confident. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. They were sitting on top with a 12-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Momentum shifted slightly in the second quarter, causing them to lose some traction, but they still ended the half by 8. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Ball movement was a real factor for them. They played unselfishly with patience. Guys got shots in their favorite spots. Get those high opportunity looks, get things to the angle.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. The guard pair, Murray and White. McDermott is out there with Johnson. And it's Eubanks in at the 5 down low. Dort kicks the favors. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, they'll think twice.
To the paint, here's Pokusevski, and it's White with the rebound. Spurs leading by 10. Now here's Murray, out to White. Pass to Eubanks. 6 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Oklahoma City ball.
played here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. That's tipped. Murray left side. Here's McDermott. And the rejection by Favors.
The 7'4" arm span of Favors paying big dividends when it comes to rim protection.
Here's Murray. Shot from the inbound. And it's good on the layup. And now a 12-point Spurs lead.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Pass to Baisley. Fires for three. That's another one for him. His fifth. In just 7 shots.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Dort against White. And stolen by White. In transition. Here come the Spurs. Here's Murray. Lays it up off the glass. 17. Points for DeJounte Murray.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Favors passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the basket. Whistle blows. Three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Spurs leading by 8. Murray the pass to Eubanks. White with it. Favors picks him up. Throws it up high.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Out to Favors. Pass to Dort. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And shot on the way. That one a little long. The Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Murray finds McDermott. And Drew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Under trailing by 10.
13 foul.
And there's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
The ability to alternate tempo off the bounce. This is how Gilgeous-Alexander keeps defenders guessing.
Murray with the bounce pass. Spurs passing it around. Back to McDermott. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Johnson's teammates,
That's his first personal foul.
country strong.
First team
And
foul.
Johnson himself acknowledged he has a lot of room to get even
At the line for the
stronger.
Spurs.
That is scary.
And Johnson drops them both. And Greg along with the power. Johnson brings great athleticism.
And that makes him a tremendous rebounder. Can switch defensively. It's within the realm of possibility that he becomes an all-star someday.
And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. Pass to Eubanks. Outside for Murray. Pass to McDermott. In In the corner, Murray with it. Passes it to Eubanks. McDermott for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Giddey. The pass to Favors. For Murray. Rebound by Murray.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Pass to Eubanks. Tipped away. Here's Dort. Here's Giddey. The rebound by the Spurs. Eubanks got his fourth rebound in this one.
They have been dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Well, we know Murray lives with the ball in his hands. That's what makes his improvement at the line so crucial.
Shooting for San Antonio.
And so Murray nails both of them. Under trailing by 12. Pass to Baisley. Here's Pokusevski. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Now here's Murray. He's tightly guarded. And the rejection by Favors. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. A different look now for San Antonio. Young comes in for Eubanks. And it's Vassell in for McDermott.
Batting a shot. Devin Vassell.
Now Murray. He's got 19. 4 on the clock. Right at the free throw line. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Over in the corner, Dort. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Murray, the pass to Johnson. Here's Giddey. Passes it to Baisley. Tries from 10. They get it again. Favors. And it's in there.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Roby comes in for Baisley. And Maladon subbed in for Pokusevski. And San Antonio also making a switch. Walker's checked in for Murray. Now the pass to Vassell. Back to Johnson. The shot from the low post is good. Johnson's got 13 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, wouldn't expect them to.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
One thing that stood out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
Yeah, Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Muscala's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Eubanks is checked in. Under trailing by 9. Here's Giddey. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Here's Vassell. Defended by Dort. Here's White. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Derek White.
8 points for him.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And stolen by White. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Finish off the break.
Johnson.
And the Spurs lead by 13.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Dort passes to Giddey. Now here's Maladon. White covering. Good. That one on target for Maladon.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
San Antonio leading by 11. Walker goes in. And the dunk by Walker.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to come to the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. H. Diop's checked in, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White. Here's Mann. Lets it go with the three. Forbes with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Johnson, the pass to Forbes. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game.
Dial it up. This is a play you can keep running for Forbes until the defense adjusts.
Paladon passes to Roby. Count it. Roby's got 6.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for him today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And it's blocked. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. It's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The first one falls.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And he makes both free throws. So it's the Spurs now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Johnson, the pass to Walker. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
That one's not going to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And here is Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he uses the glass on the layup. Walker with it. Over to the left wing. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Absorbing contact on the shot. Forbes with the concentration to where it doesn't matter.
Here's Melody. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he shot the foul shots at about a 75% clip.
Jones checked in for the Spurs.
At the line for 2.
Both shots good from the stripe. Spurs leading by 11. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
For San Antonio, they've gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Right side, Williams. Pass to Melody. From outside, off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Johnson outside. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal foul.
Tonight he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Ilgis Alexander's checked in, so neither attempt will fall that time frame.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's high, he stays high. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And that one misses. McDermott's checked in for Johnson. And he's good on the second. 2:27 left here in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to Vassell. Kicks it to Jones. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. Here's Vassell. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Vassell's got 5 now.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mann. Plays it up and banks it in. 9 points in the game so far.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
.36 seconds left in the third. McDermott can't get it to go.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Spurs leading by 13. Here is Forbes. He's got 5. Pass to McDermott. Back to Forbes. Here's Jones. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's San Antonio. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Roby in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Jones kicks to McDermott, back to Jones. To the left wing, for 3, Forbes. The Thunder pull it in. Outside Williams. Passes it to Mann. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pulls up on the wing. Another shot. Roby. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, we've seen that move.
San Antonio calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup and for the players. This is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Derek Favors checked in for the Thunder. Paisley comes in for Kenrich Williams. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, "We're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up." Kevin?
McDermott dishes to White. Into the lane. Back to McDermott. It's intercepted. And stolen by White. To the middle. And finished off by McDermott.
What you like about White, he plays with his head up, willing to share the wealth with his teammates.
Thunder trailing by 8. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Murray. And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's his first personal
That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Down low, here's Eubanks. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the pass to Baisley. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Beautiful setup by Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He attacks all aspects of the game and brings leadership.
Pass to Eubanks. Here's White. Kicks it out to Johnson. Wide open look here for Murray. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Murray's got 22.
3 points.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had one triple in the first half, now has his second.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Baisley, and stolen by Murray. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Pokrzycki, and a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. The quick look, no good that time. Murray, the pass to Eubanks. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Love Murray's scoring potential, but the development of his playmaking may be an even higher priority.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Pull-up jumper. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Spurs with possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
And just... a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Favors trying to break free. Man gets the bucket.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
So it's the Spurs now. It's a 5-point game. Murray, the pass to Eubanks. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Eubanks got 24.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Man gets the bucket.
Wow, as he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Passes it to Murray. Back to McDermott. Murray outside. Just 5 on the clock. From 13, here's Johnson. Favors with the rebound. Favors got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I don't get it. He was so efficient in the first half. 0 turnovers. But since the break, he's been a disaster.
Dort. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. Then for the Spurs, Young comes in for Eubanks. And Walker subbed in for Derek White. Now here's Murray. He drives in, and it's Murray with the jam.
And DeJounte is not holding back tonight. He is calling his own number.
Man passes to Favors. Oklahoma City moving it around. There's the pass to Man. And here's Favors. It's over McDermott. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Now Murray. Clock at 6. Almost, but it rolls out. Under trailing by 7. Dort with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Such a wide open look.
Yeah, coming down the street.
Raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issue. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Vassell comes in for McDermott, and it's wide in for DeJounte Murray. And so White will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Vassell. He kicks it to Walker. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dort.
Out of bounds. Spurs ball.
Dort against Walker. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson driving in, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Under trailing by 6. Pass to Baszler. Inside, here's Dort, and that'll be... Free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
That's his 6th personal. First team foul. At the line.
Free throw good. Dort. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here too. Eubanks is checked in. Spurs leading by 4. Walker the pass to Vassell. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, White. Shot clock at 5 to the right side. And the basket by Vassell.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered. That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
There's Walker with the 3, and it's Baszler with the rebound. They're trailing by 5. Passes to Pokusevski. Back to Dort, takes the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Eubanks got 6 rebounds here tonight.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Right the pass to Eubanks. Here's Vassell. That shot off the mark. White against Dort. White with the double team. Here's the three. The shot by Baisley, no good. Spurs leading by 5. And here's Walker. Takes it inside. Good. And the Spurs lead by 7.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
When they need a score, Shea is willing to put the offense on his shoulders.
Right the pass to Johnson. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Let's a floater go. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Right the pass to Eubanks. Here's Vassell. And there's the time to finish it off.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite that.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Baisley. San Antonio's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have
2
fallen.
minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
White with it. A pass to Eubanks. Johnson with it. Favors picks him up. Johnson, the pass to Vassell. Over Favors. Here's White, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. Now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
A nice little floater by Gilgeous-Alexander. Excels at scoring on the move.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're in front by 3. 1:36 left here in the 4th quarter. Some changes here for the Spurs. Young's checked in for Eubanks. McDermott comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Lonnie Walker. .25 left to play in the final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Pass to McDermott. It's going to be a 24-second. Shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Takes reel by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17 points here in the second half. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The league can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always be quicker than the defender. Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 3. 51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. High arcing shot. Here's Favors. Not gonna go that time. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. their biggest margin. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Murray. On the wing, Johnson. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Oklahoma City.
They're behind by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Alexander's got 31. And here's a timeout from Greg Popovich.
San Antonio with the timeout.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. Oh, no good there. The potential. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. To have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And the Spurs start out with the ball. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Oklahoma City right now,
3.
Gilgeous, Alexander, and Dort are the guards. Then there's Favors, and it's Pa Krusevsky in at the small forward. Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Murray against Gilgeous Alexander. Out to the right wing. Vassell. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes that.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Kept alive. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession.
Remains Oklahoma City ball.
As we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Dort. And the Thunder, another 3.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Here's Eubanks. He's covered by Favors. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. With the floater. From about 19 feet. And it's San Antonio with another.
With the lift Murray gets on his jumper, he can get a clean look from mid-range at any time.
Outside Favors. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Whenever Favors' team needs him to step up in a big juncture of the game, he's ready.
And White kicks to Murray. Here's White, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Dort with the ball, now defended by McDermott. Dort passes to Favors. To tie it up. Drills the three-pointer. Dort's got 27.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
You won't see this young man turn down big shots. Murray believes in himself, and so does this team.
Here's Protasevsky. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And just no better time to catch fire from three than overtime. He's hitting those triples like it's nothing.
Vassell, the pass to White. To the paint. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Derek Favors.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a three-point shot.
He drops the first one, and that ties the game up. Spurs ready to switch here. Johnson's checked in. And so is good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good, 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 33.
Impressive night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, scoring and doing it in a variety of ways.
Here's Murray. Whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
You know, it's just a case where you just have to go up strong and live with the results. Nice job. Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
For three, Oklahoma City gets it back. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin. There's the feed to Johnson. Now, here's Dort. Tight defense on him. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it!
He is just so clutch, saving his best, but when the pressure is at its highest.
Favors against Murray. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 32 seconds left in overtime. That's what you take.
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
Timeout for Oklahoma City. It's
And the Thunder with the possession here. It's a one-point game. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Bringing effort and bringing energy. Gilgeous Alexander taking it strong.
And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Murray. Yes!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Murray against Gilgeous Alexander. No good. And so they choose. To intentionally foul.
Gilgeous Alexander. That's his second personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for the Spurs, Murray. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.